Here we go again. All the latest Chelsea transfer news as Enzo Maresca looks to bolster his squad this summer, covering all the latest Chelsea news. While Enzo Maresca puts his feet up after an emphatic win over Paris Saint-Germain in the Club World Cup final, he'll be hoping that his higher-ups at Stamford Bridge are working hard to strengthen his squad. The prize money earned could fund a mega bid for a marquee name. The Blues enjoyed a brilliant start to the summer transfer window, wrapping up deals for lots of exciting young players, but they still need to sign a new goalkeeper and bring in some cover for Marc Cucurella. As for outgoings, Chelsea could easily raise in excess of £150 million in player sales. Noni Madueke looks set to join Arsenal, and Jorge Petrovic is edging closer to Bournemouth, while Axel Disasi, Joao Felix, and Leslie Ugochukwu face uncertain futures. The Blues also need to offload Raheem Sterling, Ben Chilwell, and Armando Broja, while finding loans for the likes of Aaron Anselmino, Mike Penders, Mark Guiu, and Omari Kellyman. There's a lot of work to be done, that's for sure. Didier Drogba sends perfect Chelsea message after Club World Cup. Chelsea legend Didier Drogba has sent a classy message to his former club following their historic FIFA Club World Cup victory over Paris Saint-Germain at the weekend. Enzo Maresca's side stunned the footballing world on Sunday, not only beating but comprehensively dismantling Luis Enrique's PSG at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Boehly makes Maresca feelings clear as huge Chelsea. Warning sent to rivals. Todd Boehly has lauded Enzo Maresca after Chelsea's Club World Cup triumph and also made a huge prediction ahead of the 2025/26 season, writes Sam Truelove. The Chelsea co-owner watched on from the stands as his side demolished PSG 3-0 in the final of the tournament on Sunday. Following the conclusion of the 2024/25 season, which began competitively nearly 11 months ago for Chelsea, Boehly has spoken about the surreal past couple of months. In an exclusive interview with Jim White on TalkSport, Boehly insisted that he and fellow co-owner Badad Eghbali are really excited about what the future holds. Rodgers sparks Chelsea transfer frenzy with Palmer message. Morgan Rodgers has sent Cole Palmer a classy message on social media following Chelsea's 3-0 win over Paris Saint-Germain in the Club World Cup final, writes Jake Stokes. The Aston Villa midfielder has been linked with a move to Stamford Bridge this summer as Enzo Maresca looks to bolster his squad. Reports claims that Chelsea admire Rodgers, who briefly played under Maresca in the Manchester City Academy. Nevertheless, the Aston Villa ace's latest activity on social media has sparked a speculation that a move could be on the cards. Chelsea earmark 3 players for Strasbourg loans. Chelsea have identified 3 players they wish to send out on loan to sister club Strasbourg in League One, according to the latest reports. The success of Jorge Petrovic and midfielder Andre Santos's time in France has resulted in the desire to loan a number of other prospects to the fellow Blue co-owned club. According to The Athletic, goalkeeper Mike Penders, defender Aaron Anselmino, and playmaker Kendry Paez are the likely players to make that move ahead of the new season. Inside Chelsea's Club World Cup party, Chelsea's FIFA Club World Cup celebrations went deep into the early hours of Monday morning, writes Bobby Vincent. Not only did the Blues overcome the odds to be crowned the first-ever champions of the revamped global club competition, but Sunday evening in New Jersey also brought their unprecedented 330-day season to its conclusion. 64 games were played in Chelsea's mammoth season that culminated in Donald Trump handing over the Club World Cup trophy to Reece James. A Conference League trophy has also been added to Chelsea's enormous cabinet, while qualifying for next season's Champions League can be viewed in equal significance. Chelsea prepared to enter Rashford race. Marcus Rashford is a top target for La Liga giants Barcelona, but they are not the only club monitoring the attacker's situation at Manchester United, according to the latest reports. The England international is one of 5 United outcasts, training away from the first team in pre-season as they seek moves away from Old Trafford. According to Caught Offside, Barcelona view Rashford as their top attacking target this summer, but both Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain are monitoring the situation closely. The report adds they are prepared to enter the race if a switch to Barcelona fails to come to fruition, and he becomes available. More on Jackson interest. Manchester United are among the clubs rumored to be interested in Chelsea's Nicholas Jackson, according to the latest reports. Sky Sports claim, along with Aston Villa, United are keeping an eye on the striker's situation. However, the representative, and when Chelsea were clicking, he got himself on the score sheet for the first time since joining the club earlier in the month. A wonderful solo goal, with some really nice footwork before a composed finish. Really impressive. Substitutes Marc Guiu, on for Delap 60 minutes. 6 more minutes for the Spaniard. He was not able to get involved, but to not fault of his own. Chelsea approached the second half like a training session given the temperature in Philadelphia. Dario Esugo, on for Lavia 60 minutes. 6 great to see the new signing again. Passed it well in there. Andre Santos, on for Fernandez 68 minutes. 6 a huge roar and a big sigh of relief when Santos's name was read out on 68 minutes. Played in a pivot alongside Esugo. Thought he had won a penalty after forcing a handball, but the decision was overturned. Tyreek George, on for Madueke 68. 7 Nice for him to get a goal at the end. Decent strike from the edge of the box, although the goalkeeper should have done much better. Mamadou Sarr, on for Gusto 83. NAA debut. Nice moment. Here we go again. Latest Chelsea transfer news, as reports suggest, the Blues have held talks with Randal Kolo Muani, plus Bayern Munich are said to be targeting Jamie Gittins. The transfer window is heating up, and Chelsea's Premier League rivals are already strengthening their ranks. Top-flight champions Liverpool have just shattered their club record transfer fee with the arrival of Florian Wirtz, while the Blues continue their efforts in the Club World Cup. Enzo Maresca's side have learned their Premier League schedule, and their campaign gets underway against the FA Cup holders, Crystal Palace. But their efforts in the United States may come to an end if results go against them, and they lose to Esperance. Liam Delap is one of their high-profile arrivals at Stamford Bridge this summer, joining for 30 million on the eve of the tournament alongside Dario Esugo and Mamadou Sarr. The transfer window reopened last week, and while Chelsea's focus has been on the events in the USA, that hasn't stopped rumors surrounding the activity in West London. Bayern Munich rival Chelsea for attacking hotshot. According to Fichayes, Bayern Munich have joined the race to sign Borussia Dortmund attacker Jamie Gittins. The English prospect has captured the attention of Chelsea, who tried to test the Bundesliga club's resolve prior to the tournament. However, Dortmund stood firm, leaving the Blues with limited options in wide areas. Gittins' future at Signal Iduna Park looks uncertain, with reports elsewhere suggesting that he has already, verbally, agreed a contract in West London. However, the outlet has now claimed that Bayern are looking to the winger as an alternative after seemingly losing out on Nico Williams, who is reportedly on the verge of making the move to Barcelona. Football London says Bayern Munich are increasing their pursuit of attacking options, especially after losing out on Florian Wirtz to Liverpool. It comes as no surprise that they are looking to sign Gittins following reports that Bayern are looking at Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo. Chelsea have earmarked Gittins as an option and would not wish to pursue an option, only to miss out weeks later. Randal Kolo Muani talks emerge amid Chelsea call. In a report from L'Equipe, Chelsea are reportedly tracking Paris Saint-Germain striker Randal Kolo Muani. It remains to be seen whether the France player has a future with the Champions League holders after spending time on loan at Juventus this season. The outlet has suggested that talks have been opened over the 26-year-old after a successful short-term period with the Serie A club. Juve are reportedly keen on making the move permanent, but face competition from Chelsea, who would have undoubtedly been impressed by his showing in the Club World Cup after his brace helped the Italian club past Al Ain. There is no mention of a specific price tag, but reports have emerged in light of doubts that have been cast over Chelsea striker Nicholas Jackson.